Welcome to QA Stand Up. Let's keep the stand up for only for 5 to 10 minutes to understand the basic of software testing. First of all, let's understand what do you mean by software testing. So, in this video, we are going to understand what do you mean by software testing, or we can say what is software testing. So, the most important word in the software testing, we can say it's testing, and testing is something each and everyone in this planet know what does testing mean to that. So let's first of all understand what do you mean by testing. Means what is testing. Testing, all know what is testing in this planet, right? Whoever is there, whoever like human being is there in this planet, all know what is mean by testing, and they are doing intentionally or unintentionally the testing. So let's take a small example. If you have see in your front of mirror to check yourself, either you are looking good or bad, how you are looking. So you will verify yourself, right? In front of mirror, are you looking good? Are your personality looking as per the whatever requirement or not? You are verifying yourself. Either you are going for interview, you are verifying yourself in front of mirror, you comb your hair properly, you have wear the formal properly or not, or you are going for the some ceremony or something, your makeups and all are perfect or not. Okay, your hair is aligned with your eyebrow and all these things. You'll check all this thing, you are verifying yourself, correct? That is also kind of testing. So knowingly or unknowingly, you are also doing testing in each and every day of your life. So in this case also we can say you are testing your personality. So in this personality, either you'll pass or I will fail. Let's take one more example to understand better. You all have given a test in your school days, college day, or if you are given going for an interview, you have given a test, right? So that is also testing, right? They are testing your skills. Either you fulfill the requirement of being given a promotion or being hired to this company, or being a graduate from the college. Are you fulfilling that requirement or not? In this case, you will pass or fail. Here a simple question will ask 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 or not. If you're 2, it's pass. If not, then fail. Something like that. Let's take one more example to understand. Very basic. Everyone in this world, they will have food for living, right? Without food, no one can alive in this world. So while having a food also, you are doing a testing, right? If you're liking the food, you are having more. If you're not liking, you don't have it. So there also you are testing, you are doing a food testing, correct? You don't like a hostel food, you like your home food, correct? So let's, after understanding all the basic what is the testing, let's understand what is software testing. Software testing is basically the testing. In front of that, we use software. So basically we are doing a testing of a software, that is called software testing. So let's understand the deep into this, and let's go with a definition. So what do you mean by software testing? As per definition, we can say software testing is a set of activity performed with the intention to identify error within the software. What do you mean by that? This means you are performing certain set of activity, and while performing the activity, your intention, what is your intention? Your intention is to identify bugs, identify error, identify mistakes in the given software. So that is called the software testing, correct? Like you are given examination, and what will happen? Teacher will verify either you fulfill that. uh, the teacher will perform certain kind of activity. What kind of? They will cross check your answer with whatever given in the textbook, or what they have taught to you. Based on that, they will verify, right? They will also performing certain kind of activities. So let's understand with certain explanation. Let's go to next slide, and let's understand what do you mean by that definition. So what do you mean by that definition is you have certain kind of activity you are doing. You are doing performing activity 1, 2, activity 4, 5, 6, n number of activity you are performing. Where you are performing? You are performing on a software under test, with the software which are under test, correct? You are not performing this activity on the software which are already live, because because mm, because that already that software went to this phase. Okay, and what is the intention of doing that activity? My main intention, my main motivation to performing this activity is to find out a error, find out a bug, find out a mistake, correct? So this is something like in a diagram we can understand. If you want to take with some example, let's understand with a basic example. So let's go into detail with example. Let's suppose you want to test a software which having the basic login functionality. Let's take this is a basic thing. Okay, everyone, if you go anywhere in the interview, they will ask some question like what are the test cases you will write for the login page. So let's take a basic example. So how can understand, how can implement the same definition here? So this is whatever login page is for me, it's in a software, correct? Login page is a software. Someone has developed that software to login in the application. You have login in the bank account, you have login to your Gmail account, you have login to YouTube, or anywhere you have a login application, login page you have, right? So this is kind of software, correct? So you are going to perform set of activity to find out a error in this software. Is called software testing. So let's understand with example this login page, what kind of activity you are going to perform. So in the software we can say we are performing n number of activity. Let's understand one by one. You are going to perform activity one, like verify the UI part. How you are verifying the UI part? You check your the font of the whatever software, your color, font size, field locations, either this whatever software they have given, they are user friendly or not, that kind of activity. So next activity, what you are doing? You are doing activity verify that user able to log in with the valid credentials. If you're giving the valid credential, you are able to log in successfully. That is also kind of activity. Next activity, verify the user is not able to log in with invalid credentials. Next activity, verify the DB is getting updated once you log in successfully and session ID and all this thing called generated. Correct. What next activity? You are performing that the password is an encrypted form. When entered certain password, that means no one can see your password. That is also one activity. Next, what next activity? Verify the forget password is working, that there is a forget password hyperlink that should work perfectly. That is our activity. And what is the intention in doing this all activities? The intention of doing this all activity to find out the error. Next activity, verify the validation message is displayed in case of the entering invalid data. And there is n number of activity, not only 7, there is n number of activity we are performing in this software to find out an error. That is basically called the software testing, correct? I hope you understand much better way. Okay, and what do you call this kind of activity, what we are defining here in the software testing term? We'll call this all activities as the test cases. So this all test cases you are performing on the software to find out the error, correct? So that is called the software testing.